Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching for the first time, my name's Maria and I am obsessed with all things wellness and healthy living. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a full day of eating plant-based, low sugar style because that's the normal style of eating that I tend to follow with indulgences as well. So on that note, I'm super glad you're here and let's get started. Notice I said low sugar, but not no sugar, because our bodies just kind of biologically are wired to be addicted to sugar, and I have never personally had success completely giving up sugar. Today, I'm just talking to the regular average person who wants to make better choices without giving up the things that they love. I'm just gonna show you basically some staples in my life that are healthy, nutritious, and also easy to prepare and delicious. It's a little bit later than I normally eat. Right now it's 8:45. Typically I eat breakfast about 7:30, 7:40-ish. But before I even do that, I drink an entire 32-ounce water bottle with my coffee and just get it out of the way. And it really helps to wake me up and keep me energized, get my brain working, all of the good things. But I would not suggest it if you have a long drive to work. On the days that I drive to work, I drink it while we're on our way because, you know, my bladder cannot handle a 45-minute drive with 32 ounces of water. So I do wait until I'm driving with that. But on a regular day, I eat breakfast earlier. So my stomach is literally growling so bad right now. We need to make some food. I am actually going to work out at 11, so I am gonna eat a breakfast that's a little more carb heavy than I normally would. Usually if I am going to work, I'll make a breakfast sandwich with egg whites because I have a weird thing with egg yolks right now. So egg whites, spinach, 2 pieces of bread, pepper jack cheese, and a little bit of butter, sometimes avocado. And that is a power-packed, low sugar, if any at all, breakfast option that keeps you full for actually hours. So I love that one. But today, because I am going to work out, I'm not going to include as many fats in my breakfast. Usually get nauseous when I eat too much fat in the morning before a workout, which sources of fats include cheeses, egg yolk, oil, butter, you know, all the things. My favoriteest bread in the world is Dave's sprouted grain bread. This right here at Giant Eagle is about $6. So yes, before you freak out and it's expensive, it's definitely worth it because of the ingredients, the nutrients that it gives you, and I am just a firm believer in spending a little bit more in good quality bread because I eat bread pretty much every day. Whole Foods jam. Yes, there is sugar in jam. It's nearly, if not completely impossible to include no sugar in jam because jam comes from fruit. So naturally there are sugars in fruit. Technically, a gram of sugar equals a gram of sugar equals a gram, depending on if it's from fruit or processed ingredients. Just the difference is how it's manufactured. So they're all collectively equal sources of sugar. Which is very important to know going in. It's just there are certain sources that can give you more nutrients than others, if that makes sense. Like fruit has dietary fiber, whereas a cookie does not. So that's kind of the way that I approach things. The lowest sugar jam I've ever found is from Heinen's, and it's actually a locally made jam in Athens, Ohio. So if you're looking for the most lowest sugar option, I would say if you have a Heinen's near you, then find one of those. But for today, I'm using mixed berry organic fruit spread. It gives me energy and all of the things. So it is sugar, but it's lower, definitely on the lower end, and the ingredients are pretty good inside of it. Some bloobs from California, because you know blueberries are like one of the most nutrient dense fruits you could possibly eat. I love them. They are my baby. Next, I'm gonna do my egg whites for a little bit of scrambled eggs, and I have a little bit of cheese left over. Like I said, I'm not doing super fat heavy, but I am gonna throw a little bit of cheese in just for flavor, and then everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. And voila, there you have it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like food that's in two different categories to touch. Like if they're both sweet, that's fine, but the egg and the blueberries cannot touch. Sometimes I'll even put like a little paper towel to divide them up. But here is my wholesome, plant-based, low-sugar breakfast. And yeah, enjoy. Cheers. Alright guys, I figured this video would be the perfect opportunity to have a little heart-to-heart, a little chat. I have quite a few conversations with you guys on DMs, my patients at work throughout the day, every day, and a lot of people tell me that their bodies are broken. They start by asking questions about how to eat healthier, and then I give suggestions based on personal experience and research, and then they usually continue and follow up the conversation with, well, my body's broken. Well, I'm unique. I'm special. My body doesn't respond the same way everybody else's does, blah, blah, blah. Insert excuse here. And I want to be honest with you and share with you that eating healthy and exercising and feeling good and feeling confident is a formula. It's not a guessing game. It's not some people respond to it and some people don't. It is a formula, a scientific, research-based formula to get you to optimally function at your best, healthiest self, okay? So that is why people like registered dietitians, physical therapists and assistants, personal trainers, people who work in the field can do diagnostics and tests to figure out where the problem is. You're not broken, and there's hope for you to optimally operate at your best functional self. And that is why you should always, always refer to your doctor, refer to your dietitian, your personal trainer, whatever it is. Refer to somebody who can actually give you advice from A, a scientific-based research structure, and B, someone who can take information on you from a diagnostic standpoint and run tests to figure out what the problem is. Saying that you need to do keto, that you need to do no sugar because nothing else is working, probably also won't work, because if you can't even eat normally and function well, those type of diets are not the right next step to do. The right next step is to work with a professional. And honestly, we've come a long way in the wellness field to get rid of the stigma of asking for help. But I'm here to tell you, I've had therapy in my life. I've talked to psychologists who have really helped me work through some things. I am a licensed physical therapist assistant, and I still work with a personal trainer because I know that physical therapy and working out are two totally different things, and I'm not too egotistical to know that I need help if I want to reach my goals faster and more efficiently. Something about having somebody to keep you accountable is a huge factor in sticking to your goals. And so if you're someone that wants to do this, but you just physically and mentally cannot handle it on your own, there are so many options for you to help. And I personally know a really, really good registered dietitian, a really good personal trainer, a really good physical therapy clinic. I can help you with resources if that's something that you're considering, whether you're local or not. Bottom line here is that you keep looking for the answers in a certain diet and it keeps not working for you over and over and over again. Something else is going on. And eating well is the only way that I know to feel your best, moving your body, journaling / practicing mindfulness / meditating, and getting better sleep. And those things don't require a product. They don't require somebody taking money from you to do that. You can do that all on your own, but it's very, very hard to do that. And so if you're struggling with that, it's okay to ask for help. And I encourage you to do so. The amount of confidence and knowledge that I've gained over the last 6 months of getting personal training has been enormous compared to what I've known in the last 8-9 years of pursuing it myself. And so I definitely think connecting with other people who are more knowledgeable than you in a certain area and fighting the urge to continually give them excuses of why you don't achieve your goals and why you can't do it on your own is a really healthy thing to do. So when you, and if you do go to someone for help, resist the urge to tell them that you're broken, that you're special, blah, 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 because it is a formula. And you just have to keep tracing until you can get to the bottom layer instead of constantly covering it up with a Band-Aid. So that is my spiel. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I personally know really good resources to help you, and I'm sure you do as well, so don't be afraid to tap into that. All right, people, I am just getting home from the gym. I know some of you have asked for workouts, and I do plan to bring more into the videos, but here's the thing. I'm probably gonna record from home the video about my tips for motivation, where I had a bad, a very emotional lift and I was just like a mess, and I had like a meltdown just because it was kind of an outpouring of a lot of negative thoughts that were in my head. And after that, when we were trying to film that day, I kind of just like lost my shit a little bit. I kind of took a break from filming just because my workouts are my time to channel stress, and I don't really want the camera present for them. But I know they are helpful, so I plan to record some more from home. So that's the update on that. And right now, I'm honestly gonna clean up because there's just like stuff all over that I've been neglecting to put away, laundry that needs to be flipped, dishwasher that needs to be emptied. And I know those sound like, to someone that works like during the day, like, oh God, my arms are so sore, you guys. I can't even hold my phone. Okay, I know that sounds like, that's so fun, that's so easy to do, like I wish I was home so I could do all those things, but honestly, that kind of stuff just overwhelms me, and I have to get it done, because if not, I can't think and process and work in the way that I'm wired to, that I'm supposed to. So operation first is to put all of this away, and I literally cannot hold the phone anymore because my arm is so fatigued from my workout. So let's tidy up. Next up is lunch at 1:22. I'm gonna do steaming a bag edamame with some salt over it, some fresh cut veggies, avocado ranch, and some other little like picking foods. So here we go. All right, people, that is my lunch. It's very simple, it's very basic, and really I'm kind of in a rush because I have a meeting in 5 minutes, and then I have a meeting at 5 and at 6:30, so I'm going to be kind of like just working straight through. They're not things that I necessarily want to record because they're a little bit private, so for that sake I won't be showing too much of that. But this meal is a little bit on the lighter side. I probably will follow it up with some sort of carb as well, because this is a lot of light food, and usually post-workout I need something hearty because I just had a good upper body lifting session, hence the instability in my arm holding this camera right now. So let's eat lunch. Oh, and before I forget, how the heck could I forget my one true love, which I forgot to put in the fridge to cool? A little Raz Cran action. LaCroix is like my favorite thing because I associate it with relaxing and having a moment to just exhale while I eat my food. One thing I found is that when I'm rushing, especially on days that I'm working from home, I'm just trying to rush thing to thing, like meeting to meeting, and accomplish all the things I have to do. So when I eat, I have to force myself to relax and breathe so that I make sure that all of the nutrients that I eat is actually getting absorbed into my system. So that's one thing I suggest doing if you find yourself feeling anxious a lot throughout the day and like up and drinking a lot of coffee and having to do all the things. Make sure you do make an effort to just sit down and breathe and enjoy your food and be where your feet are, because you will absorb the nutrients better that way. Alright, it has officially reached the point in the day to change into something a little bit more comfortable, and by that, I mean PJ pants from Yoga Pants. Know what I'm saying? Got this cute vest, cute yokis, and I just had 2 meetings over Zoom, and I have one more left for the evening, and I'm gonna whip up something for dinner that is a very cozy meal for winter. We just got a crock pot. I shared this recipe on Instagram, but I will share it here too, and this is crock pot vegetarian enchiladas. Super good, super healthy, plant-based meal option, but there is cheese and cream cheese in it, so not vegan. But you can make it vegan with vegan alternatives. Good. This is, let me see if I can remember this recipe by heart. Enchilada sauce, black beans, corn, cream cheese, regular cheese, quinoa, garlic pepper, and salt. I will post this in the description link. It's not my recipe. I got it off of BuzzFeed, but it's super good. It's a little like mushy looking. Like, it's not the cutest looking meal you've ever seen, but it honestly tastes so good. And if you threw some nachos in there, please, you'd be having a little night out in Mexico, if you know what I'm saying. And here's my face after a 12-hour day. 7:30, just wrapped up our last meeting. Got the whole crew happening here. And I'm about to eat a bowl of Cheerios before I go to bed because I'm hungry. And I just normally eat like regular old Cheerios. My friends from high school, fun fact for you, I used to bring Cheerios in my lunch every day. Why? I don't know. And my friends used to think Cheerios smelled like pee. So do with that what you will. They're just like a very comforting food for me since they're not really flavored, and they're just like, comforting, and I just like to eat them at night. So I'm gonna end my day with Cheerios. And honestly, today I did not eat as much as I probably should have. I usually eat like an Alani Nu protein bar in there. I usually have a yogurt before I work out, but the structure of today just didn't really go like that. So normally I would throw those things in as well. But other than that, it was a pretty typical day. So thank you guys for being a part of it. I'm about to go wash this makeup off, keep my comfy old PJs on, and go to bed. So good night. I love you. Thank you for watching my videos, and let me know what your favorite meal was down below. Bye guys.